Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Let's see if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He finds his target, Fuller. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So 2nd and 10 here. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 3. 15 yards there for number 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And on the ground they go with the running back. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the one. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first. First play, but no more than that.
Yeah, hello? Nothing chilling? Nuh-uh.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Yeah.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. 8 yards.
Yeah, they're already taking cake.
3rd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Nah, but Derek.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
I mean, I don't know. Like, she said she don't want to go, but like she wasn't. Like, she was sad, but not, you know.
They'll look to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I already know.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And then they want to send to the
that
must.
Was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
See what?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Yeah.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game,
it don't make no sense, but you're going to put it over there with me?
Catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
She gonna get them papers.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ain't no 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
Exactly.
From the left hash, this from 39.
Yeah.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
I don't know. They reason at all.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
No, she's not.
And all the way down to the 29. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2.
You got one time, I'm going to tell you, catch it.
1st down.
My other AM catch the bus. He's never late. Never. So you can't even play that one. Matter of fact, he always early.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They come out here in the eye. Bridgewater going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Because I'm going to deny him. It's a request.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
And I'm going to tell him no.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down.
I should have asked him today. I said, so you just gonna shit on me over there, huh?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Yeah. D. Quinn was trying to talk straight about it.
They'll go on the ground.
I'm like, no shit now, dog.
This one back to the 5-yard line, but
I'm
no
like,
further than that.
Derek Quinn. Talking about, so you don't want somebody in your store that know how to do everything? That's going to talk them little dudes out your store? I said, we obviously not. I'm saying to myself, we can't be talking about the same person.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
Well, I'm probably losing my best part-timer because he just got a job with UPS.
Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, he don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
The little light-skinned dude, Tyree.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of 2 there.
He got a job with UPS. He told me today. He said he might have to put in his 2-week notice because he worked Monday through Friday every day after school.
Because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss.
You know, he in high school, so he was only working 5 to close during the week anyway.
They'll drop the throw.
So I was like, just take your time and decide. You know, decide on the 2 weeks. And then, like, I'll let you work this weekend.
Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Yeah.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football.
Then they're going to talk about, well, you don't want to hold them down.
The Saints offense,
like, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing you're saying right now.
Like, and last time they got 3
nothing
points,
against
but it
you,
was a
but
chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Because
you're exactly right. They're
that.
none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Come on, she don't work the tape.
Cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field.
True.
Following this short break.
Me personally, I would have moved before All-Star.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
How she was going to get a raise? She leave like...
It just never materialized.
She leaving.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Yeah, but that not necessarily, because she could go, you know, she don't get no releases over there.
Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going
So
to
she could lose.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Man, come on.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. To see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
All right, I'm already
so they're still at the original
trying to see what time I'm gonna pop up in there on Tuesday. Yeah.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Let's go. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
I already know. Divine was talking about it yesterday.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play act. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll come out in the pistol.
Yeah.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the screen pass, that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Alright, for sure. Alright. Look.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So out now come the Redskins. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
the gun now on third down. Surveying the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Bridgewater. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Third down, Bridgewater. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Watkins alone on the left side. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the left side, it's complete. 18 yards there and a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Got 4 down, 4 down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Sorry, DB.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He sets the fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back now at FedEx Field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff as they run left side. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Bridgewater. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Come on.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
That's how we rocking today?
This one to midfield before it's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
What?
Your inhibitions, let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's insane. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. Down, pass it around, hey. Well, with me now, we running well, hey. Nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures.